Good morning, everyone. Good to see you today. Nice to be here on this warm and summer day. What do we expect, right? We live in Long Beach. We love the summers and we complain when they're here and we want the winter. So here we are at yoga today. We'll start with a little bit of breathing. So come to sit comfortable without using the support of the back of your chair. The whole idea in our practice is to gain some strength, to learn to use our bodies and to keep ourselves physically active. So we don't want to use that as part of our support because we want to build up the back muscles a little bit more. So sit tall. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes here. Make sure that your feet are grounded. So if you're wearing shoes, you might not actually feel that sensation as deeply, but you know that your feet are placed in support. Now notice where your shoulders are. Constant sitting, we begin to round forward. As you inhale, think about drawing them right above your hips so that your spine is really long from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Now with your eyes closed, just become aware of where your chin is in space. Are you dipping down or leaning up? Imagine it being parallel with the ground. Your hands are on your thighs, nice and soft. You can keep your palms down if you'd like to feel a little bit more grounded. If you'd like a little bit more openness, you turn your palms up. So that choice is very individual here. And let's take a breath in through the nose and a nice exhale out your mouth. Take two more like that. Let each one grow a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, and a little bit fuller. And your last one here. And throughout the rest of the practice, if there's nothing hindering you, breathing in and out through the nose. Yoga practice is in and out through the nose. So here's our little breath work this morning. We'll inhale through the nose. And the exhale is between soft, pursed lips, as though you were gently blowing out a birthday candle or making one of those dandelion wishes. So the breath is gentle. The inhale is full and deep. The rib cage expands. And then there's that softening and letting go through open, pursed lips. And let's stay with that breath. So the awareness now is starting to focus on the breath. The outside disturbances, the thoughts of what the to-do list might look like, and let that all softly move away as you breathe in and out. Keeping your awareness on the breath, this is practicing our way of removing distractions, staying focused, staying centered. Few more rounds here, allowing yourself to be grounded, be fully present. Take time to slow things down and notice your breath. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let your palms touch. And maybe set an intention for your day today. That might be something like taking time for yourself, being a little bit kinder with your words. Think about something that resonates with you and say it to yourself. And then gently bring your chin down towards your collarbone. Release the hands to your thighs and slowly flutter open the eyes if you had them closed, bringing your chin up to neutral. Let's take the chin over to the right. Just look directly out. Now as you exhale, nod your chin down towards your shoulder. And then as you inhale, lift it up, bring the gaze with you. Exhale, take it to neutral. And then with an inhale, slide your chin all the way over to the left. Stay for a moment, soft focus, And then chin comes down towards the shoulder. Inhale, lift it up towards the ceiling. Come to neutral. And then this time we're going to fan the chin around the collarbone all the way over to the right. And then take that once more over to your left. Come back down to center. And then bring the hands into prayer once more. Lift the chin up. Inhale, rise up. And bring the hands back into prayer. We're going to take 2 of these, working through the upper shoulders and the back of the body. And now incorporate your breath. So as you inhale, the arms reach up. And as you exhale, we come to center, where we'll stay at this point right here. And then inhale, rise up, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, and press them to the ceiling. Release that hold and slowly float them down. Keep the right hand where it is, sweep the left up, and let's take a side bend, planting your left hip into the chair. We want to keep the shoulders stacked and the chest facing the front of the room. Nice. Let's take a beautiful breath here. We're going to hold poses a little bit longer today. And then frame your face. Don't rush to get there. Rise up through center. Drop your left. Reach your right up. And let's take it over again. Yeah, we're really starting to open through these obliques here, the side of your body. So we're not collapsing down. We've got both parts working here. And then frame your face, rise up through center. Interlace the fingers again, bring them to the back of your head, press your elbows, and lift your chin. As you exhale, let's round the back and bring the elbows down. We're going to stay in this forward bend for another breath. Now with this inhale, big expansion, separate the collarbone here, look up. And then just come to neutral. Lift your arms up overhead, big twist to your right. Both hands come outside the chair, palm stays tall, and look to your right shoulder. So we started here with the chin toward the shoulder. Think about that maybe happening again here. Don't strain your neck too much, but keep the gaze toward the back, and that'll bring your upper torso around with you. And then let's inhale, rising up through center. And take it over to your left. Same idea here. You can use the side of the chair to grow tall and look toward that left shoulder. Being aware of your neck without too much pressure here. One more breath. And then inhale, rise up through center. Take those hands back to prayer again. We're going to bring that right elbow down to the right thigh for a nice side bend. Press into your palms, an isometric press, and open up your heart. Take this back to center, and let's take that left elbow down, pressing into the palms, lifting your right shoulder. When we take that isometric press, we're really working the muscles of the upper chest. And then come to center. Let's reach the arms right out in front. Draw the right one back just to your shoulder and press your elbow away. And then as you inhale, slide it back to the front. Let's take the left one back, the elbow presses behind you, and then slide forward. Now we're going to add on here, bring the arm back in. Now as you exhale, follow your right fingertips to open to the wall behind you. The palms are going to face the side wall, so your thumbs are up, your pinkies are down, and you're reaching away. Let's stay here and think about opening bigger, like beautiful bird wings, wide chest, big expansion. And then with that next inhale breath, come forward. Inhale, draw the left arm back. Exhale, open it to the back of the room. Let your gaze be at those back fingers and open your palms nice and wide. Spread your fingers here, feel energy. Nice, big, and letting go. And then inhale, rise to center. We'll take that one more time. This time is a flow, so let's work with the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale forward. Pause for a moment. Inhale, exhale, inhale forward. Lower the arms and shake out the shoulders. Let's roll the shoulders to the back of the room. Let's take 3 going back. And you can make these big or small, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then take 3 coming forward. Nice, and shake it out. Let's come a little bit more forward to the front of your chair. We're going to start with our sun salutations. So take your feet with you. What I mean by that is that your ankles are below your knees. You're almost making an L shape with your lower body. We'll start with hands in prayer again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold out over your legs. I'm going to dangle here for a moment. And then we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Last thing up is the crown of the head. Let the arms hang. And then eventually lift your chest up, reach your arms, and take it back to your heart. This time, inhale to cactus. Exhale, slide down the shins here. Come down to your feet. Now inhale for your half lift. Instead of pressing palms today, press fingertips and see if you can lengthen your spine further. Exhale, roll it down. And we're going to roll up again, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let's take this slow, adding it a little bit different today. Arms rise up and take them to your heart. Inhaling to cactus. Exhale, float on down. Inhale, come to your half lift. See if you can find your fingertips and get longer. Exhale, roll down. This time, left arm stays, right arm sweeps up like an airplane wing. We're going to keep reaching here. Remember, I said we're going to take each shape with a little bit more breathing. In and out through your nose. Don't forget that. And with a slow exhale, float it down. Resist gravity. Take your time. Let's lift the left arm up. Take the gaze towards your fingertips there. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Find just a beautiful twist and breath. Exhale, roll it down. Again, we're going to float back up with long arms, rolling up from the chest. Inhale the arms up. Take them to prayer. And we have one more. Inhale into cactus. Exhale, floating on down. Inhale, half lift, fingertips to shins, long spine. Exhale, hold. Left hand stays, this time a bit of a flow. We just lift up with the breath and exhale, float it down. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, float it down. And this time, let's take a big sun circle. Rise up, lift your arms, and exhale, bring them back to prayer. Nice, everyone. Let's lower the hands down and take the feet wider than your chairs with the toes to the corners of the room. Left hand on your hip, right hand inside your knee. And as you exhale, slide on down and press your arm and your leg together to roll your left shoulder up. Right, so we don't want to collapse into the right side. We want both obliques working here. And then inhale, slide back up. Reverse the hands. Slide it down and see if you can push the upper body and lower body together so your right shoulder rises up to the ceiling. Inhale, slide it up. I'm going to add on. Option to always take the first shape or take the add-on. Exhale, come down. Let the shoulder roll toward the ceiling before any changes here. Let's take a breath. And on the next inhale, lift the left arm, fingertips to the ceiling. Nice, everyone. Keep reaching up. Remember, not collapsing into that right side. Now bend that lifted arm, bring it back to your hip and slide out. Other side. Same shape, same options. Rolling down here with your exhale, letting the shoulder lift up first. We're going to take that one breath. Inhale, round. Exhale. Next inhale, right arm comes up. You can almost feel your spine get longer here. Remember, you can keep the hand on your hip if you like. Bend your elbow, bring it back to your hip and slide out. And we have one more of those with one more option. Exhale to slide down. Roll your top shoulder up to the ceiling. Take that breath. Lift the arm up if you like. That's option B. Option C, you can take your fingertips behind your head or your ear. The whole idea here, though, is not about grabbing your head. It's about keeping the elbow up. So if the elbow's turning to the front of the room, I would suggest leaving your arm up instead. And then inhale, lift your arm up. Exhale, take it to your hip and then slide your way out. One more, left side, sliding your way down, letting your right shoulder come up toward the ceiling first. Take that breath and then lift your right arm. Fingertips pointing directly up, and then maybe bending the elbow so the hand comes toward the back of the ear. Remember that each side of the body is also uniquely different. What might feel right on the right might not feel right on the left. And then let's lift the arm back up, bend the elbow to take it to your hip and slide out. Nice, everyone. Let's toe heel the feet together. Take your hands to the side of the chair and then little windshield wiper opening up the hips. We're going to turn both legs over to the right. So we're going to sit facing the side of the chair. Cross the back leg, which is your right leg, over the front. So your foot should be dangling toward the front of the room. Nice. Take the right hand on the back of the chair. Lift the left arm up. And as you exhale, take it across your body to the back of your chair. Now you can stack here or just use your palms on the chair, but we're twisting to the back of the chair. Beautiful. Stay that way and continue to breathe. I'm just looking forward to make sure everybody's got what they need to have, and it looks beautiful from here. And then inhale while you lift that left arm up. Now keep the legs crossed, lift the right arm up. Take your right wrist. Sorry for you, it's your left wrist. Sorry, grab your left wrist and take it to the back of your chair. So just a little side bend, just pull the wrist. The chest is staying straight. Nice, everybody, beautiful. Come to center, take your right wrist and move it toward the front. So we're just taking a little side bend here. We're just pulling the wrist overhead, over the ears. Nice. Come back through center, float the arms down. Uncross the legs and take your left leg out to the side of your chair. So you're gonna have to shift your hips here so you can get your knee in line with your thigh, in line with your hip. Now your foot can just gently wiggle back. We're on the toes here. Press the heel away and then roll over the top of the foot and press the toes down. So don't flex the toes here. We're going to try to press the top of the foot and work through the ankle. Let's press them away again. And then roll over the top of the foot. And we have one more like that. Press, come forward. And then come to neutral. So we do have a flexed toe here. That's going to give you the ability to stay grounded. Lift both arms up. See, this is a seated warrior one. Did anybody in the room get this already? We do this standing, right? Think about it. We're really in warrior one, except we're seated on the chair. Now we're going to open up to warrior two. So the left arm is going to spin behind you. Right arm stays towards your front knee. Look towards your front hand. Beautiful, everyone. You have that nice open chest here. Excellent. And then inhale, take your arms up once more. Let's flow through that same twist. Exhale, warrior two arms. We cartwheel them open. Inhale, warrior one. One more, exhale, warrior two. Nice, everyone. Inhale, warrior one. Now take your right hand, place it on the chair. Not on the back of the chair, on the actual seat. Take your left hand and place it down on the seat as well. So both hands are just giving you a little bit of support here. We're going to lengthen that back leg here. That's why I asked you to do that. See if you can take the bend out of your knee. So we want to get a longer leg. Nice. Some of you still have the knee bent. That's okay. We're going to lift the left arm up and take it in a little bit of a bend. So look upward. Nice. Beautiful. This is stargazer. We usually do this on the shin in a yoga class. We're taking it to the chair. Exhale, lower. Beautiful, everyone. Now slide that foot back in so you're nice and steady. And then let's just turn around. Keep the feet where they are. We're going to bring that left knee is forward now. That right leg is out to the side. Shift in your chair and lengthen out your right leg so you're on the side of the foot. Nice. If your knee is slightly bent, that's okay. You just don't want your foot turned away. You want your foot turned towards the floor. Beautiful. Arms come out into a T. We're going to take the right arm down and the left arm over for gate pose. If you can reach the arm up or over your ear, either way is fine. Breathe and reach away. And then inhale, come to center with your arms nice and open. And we're going to reach the left arms towards the ceiling, where the ceiling meets the wall, supporting your side body here. So we come into this like Elvis Presley or John Travolta pose. Come back to center. Let's take gate pose up and over. Come back through center. We've got that John Travolta reaching and looking into the corner. Back to center. One more gate. Let's work with breath. Inhale, open arms, and then reaching up. Beautiful. Come back through center, lower the hands down, and toe heel that foot to the front. Let's take that little windshield wiper of the legs once more. And we're going to take the whole thing on the left side. So sweep both legs over to your left. We start by taking the back leg, which is your left leg, over the right. So we're sitting in a nice cross-legged eagle position. Left hand on the back of your chair, right arm comes up. As you exhale, we take that right arm across your midline and bring it to the back of the chair. So we've either got stacked forearms here or two hands holding on to the chair. Breathing here, we have two more beautiful breaths facing the back of the room. Both arms are down, right? We have both arms down, shoulders are away from the ears. And then inhale, keep the legs crossed, come back through center, lift your arms up. Let's take that right wrist, front wrist, grab hold of it, and take it to the back of your chair. So just a side bend, we're not twisting. Come back through center. Take the left wrist, reach it up, and take it to the front. Nice, everyone. Inhale to center. Float both arms back down. Uncross the legs. We're going to bring that right leg out to the side of the chair, sitting in our warrior pose. So we've got the foot flexed, the knee lines up. Shift your hips so your torso is facing that side wall. Arms come straight up, and we've got warrior one. Seated warrior one. Inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, float the arms open. Right arm behind you, left arm to the side wall, warrior two. Look towards your front fingers, let your shoulders come away from your ears. Now we've got that again. We're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up, looking forward. Exhale, twist and open, warrior two. Inhale, sweep up, facing your side wall. And exhale, torso faces the front, arms extended nice and wide. And let's take one more. And then float the arms back down, both to the chair. Remember that back hand is behind your leg, the front hand is here. We're gonna lengthen out that leg. We'll take that stargazer here. So we're lengthening out your right leg. Lift your right arm up, and then take it back, opening your chest. It's almost like you're dropping into your left palm. Your left palm will support you here. So there's a nice, beautiful opening. Lovely, everyone. Come back through center, lower your hand, and then slide that foot in. We forgot to do the ankle press, so we'll take that now. So press the ankle down, and then roll over the top of your foot. Press your toenails into the floor. You've got two more, pressing the foot away, and then rolling onto the top of your foot. This really works great for the arches of the foot and your ankles. And come back through center. Now we're going to take that little pivot around, so be careful as you shift your weight. That front knee staying right in the front. I'm going to lengthen now the left leg to the side of the foot. Arms are coming to a T. Left arm comes down, right arm comes up and over, gate pose. Nice, take a breath here, reach your fingertips away. Inhale, come back through center. And we're going to reach toward the corner there where the wall and the ceiling meet, supporting our side body. Come back through center. And we have 2 more flowing in each direction, working gate pose first. Pausing in the center, and then reaching up and over. Beautiful. Come back through center, and 1 more in each direction. Coming back through center, reaching up, and then coming back through center. Float the hands down. Let's bring that left leg forward, and then just give yourself a moment here. We'll do 1 more seated before we come to standing. So come to sit toward the edge of your chair again. Let's extend the right leg. The heel of the foot is on the floor, the toes are flexed. And let's take a few flex and extension here. Now we did that before by rolling over. It feels very different when you're tapping the toes down. Come to center, drop the foot out. So your inner thigh is rolling here, and then drop the foot in, and then come to center. Now firmly plant that left foot. Lift the arms up. And we're going to come to a flat back to the center of the room. So we're not rounding down over the leg. We're just going to keep reaching, keeping our sits bones behind us on the chair. Maybe frame your face with your upper arms, your biceps. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, take that again, reaching only to the center of the room. So you're pushing your hips back and reaching your fingertips forward. 1 more. And 1 more. Now this one, stay here. As I ask you to inhale, imagine reaching your fingers even more forward. Now as you exhale, wing the arms back, keep the upper body where it is, press the palms up behind you, and then float them down as you lift up, lifting your arms up and float them away. Beautiful. Slide that right foot in. Left foot comes out, heel of the foot. And we're going to point and flex, point and flex. 1 more. And then roll it out, roll it in, and then come to center. Both arms come up, framing the face, and exhale, flat back. So your spine is becoming parallel with the floor. Inhale, lifting up, so the arms can pretty much stay where they are this whole time, if that's available to you. I want you to be aware of your hips on the chair. Inhale. And you know, with the next exhale, we have a little bit of a pause here. We're going to inhale to reach even more forward. And then as we exhale, we're going to sweep the arms back and up. Lift your palms upward. And then exhale, sweep them down and rise up. Beautiful, everyone. Float the arms down and slide that foot back in. And let's shake it out one more time. Coming to standing. So this time, walk your feet behind your knees. That's the way you're going to get out of the chair. Feet should be about hip width apart. Little space between the thighs. Place your palms onto your thighs, pressing them down like Velcro. We're going to lift the hips up to come for a hover. So press into your palms, lift the hips up, push the thighs back, and then lift the chest here. Coming into chair pose, and remember, we're going to try to stay for an extra breath. You can always lower down if it's not comfortable. Let's take 1 more inhale, and then with your exhale, float it down slowly, resist gravity. Beautiful, beautiful. Take a moment, let it go. Wiggle it out, come back to your breath. Remember, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. This time we'll come up to a full stand. We'll take the hover in between and then come all the way up. Pressing into the thighs, shifting your weight, and then pushing the thighs back. Now, option here to bring those arms just like we did in line with the ears. We're going to take that extra breath and then inhale, rise. Arms are shoulder width apart. Let's take your right wrist. We've done this seated. Take it over to your left. This time, let your right hip move out, and maybe you take a deeper crescent bend, half moon. Come back through center. Let's take the left wrist, reach up first, and then with an exhale breath, so your belly has space to move. Inhale up. Let's sweep the arms into your back pockets, all 10 fingers facing your ankles, and then press your chest, your hips, lift your chest. Inhale, come to center, release the arms down, and shake it out. Come to the back of your chair, so be careful here about straps, sneakers, backpacks, whatever you might have. I'm turning my chair just so that people at home have a good visual. You're facing me, so you're in a good place. So I'm going to do those same warrior one, warrior two, with a couple of other little side bends standing. So let's start with hands on the back of the chair. We're going to step that left leg back to a nice long distance and bend your front knee. Be careful that your knee stays in line with your ankle. You don't want it over your toes. So if you need to get a little closer, situate yourself. Now we're going to take the two arms up and face the front of the room. We did this seated before. Remember I said warrior one. I was giving you a little bit of a head start on where we were going to go. So arms are framing the face, and we're looking toward the front of the room. We have a deep bend in that front knee. Press into your back foot to keep you nice and stable. Nice. So all the weight is not in the front. Now, as we exhale, we're going to pivot open to that warrior two. So the right arm comes forward, left arm goes to the back of the room. Nice, everyone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, drop your back hand to your back thigh. Take your front arm up and over for peaceful warrior. Nice. One more breath here. And then exhale back to warrior two. Drop your front hand. We're taking this the opposite way. Back arm up and over to the front of the room. Nice, everyone. You've got this. It looks absolutely amazing. Come back to warrior two. Let's take that again. Take your peaceful warrior to the back of the room. Backhand drops, front arm up and over. Nice. Warrior two is our stop in the middle. And then we take what we call extended side angle to the front of the room. Beautiful. Come back to warrior two. We have one more flow. Exhale, take it over to the back of the room. Inhale, rise up through center. And then exhale, arm to the front of the room. Beautiful. Come back to warrior two. Now take your hands into prayer at your heart. They'll be facing the side wall. I'm just looking forward to you because I'm at the screen here. Now pivot to the front with your prayer. So you're facing your chair. Beautiful, beautiful. Just a little pivot on the feet. Excellent. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands back to prayer. Now I'm going to float them behind, palms up, just like we did seated. And then use that energy to step the back foot forward. Lift your arms up and take them to prayer. Beautiful. Drop them to the chair. I'm going to take this on the other side. So I'll flip around, you stay. Right leg steps back, a nice long wide stance, back foot at a 45-degree angle. Deep bend in your front knee. Hands are on the chair. That's directing where your chest will be. So now when you just lift your arms, your torso is facing the back of your chair. Beautiful. We're in that warrior one. So press into the back leg here to keep you nice and stable. Reach up with an inhale. And as you exhale, open up to warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm to the back of the room. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. Now we're going to drop that right palm, flip the left palm up and over to the back of the room. Come back to your warrior two. Drop your front hand to the chair, back arm up and over the front. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, take it to the back of the room. We have that one stop in the middle. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, drop your front arm and come up and over. And we have one more. Don't forget your stop in the middle. And if you're going really fast, then you're probably not working with your breath. Exhale, warrior two. Drop the front arm, back arm up and over the front of the room. Nice. Come back to warrior two. Take your hands to prayer. Then turn the prayer to face the front of the room. Nice, everyone. Lift the arms up, bring them back into prayer, and then wing them back, lift them up, and we're going to use that bit of momentum to step it forward. Pedal out your feet. And then come out to the right side of your chair. We're going to work on some balance today. So always starting with the hand on the chair, right? Options to remove the hand completely, options to work with just a fingertip at a time. So that will be your choice once we come into the balance. So I'm going to start with a little bit of opening up of the hip, and then we're going to come into a tree pose. So the left hand's going to stay on the back of the chair to start, right hand to the hip. Now your inner leg, your left leg is really grounding here. That's the leg. So I'm going to ask you for a moment to just close your eyes and imagine shifting the weight into your left leg. So you start to feel your kneecap pull up, your quadricep engage, right? You just feel that whole leg getting strong. We're going to use that visual when we open our eyes. So let's open our eyes. We're going to make that same thing happen. So root down right through your left leg, and then lift your right knee up into an L shape. And then as you exhale, just float it slowly to the side. Come back to center and lower it down. Shake it. I'm going to come into tree pose. I'm going to come in that way. And remember with tree poses 3 options. You can keep your foot on the floor, ankle to inner arch. You can bring it up to your, what is that called? Your calf, thank you. Or you can always take it up higher. And most of us can't. You don't want it on your knee. That's the only place you don't want to place it. So we're going to start again, hand on the hip. Let's lift the knee up to begin with. Root through your standing leg here. Pull up tall and then open up. Now take the foot where you'd like to. Either inside to the calf, ankle, or thigh, not your knee. Now here's where we have some choices. Right hand to heart. Start to push into your left fingers to make sure your leg is long. And you can either keep your fingers here, a pinky, all hands, or maybe both come here. That's an option. Another option is to lift the arms. What we say in yoga is find your dristi, a gaze that's really not seeing, but looking at something that's steady and not moving, which is not necessarily the teacher. And let's come out of this slowly, if you can. Hands to heart, hand to chair, release the arm, release the leg. Pedal out the feet. Let's take a few sways here, let the body go. Right, the more we practice balance, the more, we grow, we learn, we fall out, we fall in, we come back, we try. And release. Let's come around to the other side. We have the same balance on this side. We'll start with that visual first. So place your hand on the chair, place your opposite hand on your hip, and close your eyes. Imagine all of the weight in that right leg. The left foot is off the ground, it's not really, but we're just starting to feel what it feels like to engage the shin, the knee, the calf, the hip, and even the chest. And then open your eyes. Now we're going to make that happen. So all the weight is on that right foot. The left knee is going to open up. And then we're going to take it out to the side, just like a gate here, to open up the inner thigh, keep the balance, swing it back in like the gate is closing, and then lower the foot. This time we're adding tree. So rooting first through your leg, feel that visual, lift up, pull in through the calf, pull in through the quad, lift your left knee, take it out to the side, and then find your tree, your version. Where are we going today? Push up into the chair so you can lengthen that leg first, grow tall through the chest, and then the left hand can come to your heart. You can start to play with an index finger or a pinky here, or maybe both hands. Foot can come to the ground. When you're ready, you can open up the branches here. Just find that place that's steady and keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. We have one more beautiful breath. You've got this. Nice inhale and exhale. Lower the hands, take a hand to your heart, release the leg, pedal it out, and then let's take a few sways. I'm going to turn the chair to its side. I usually had you flip around and do this, but I thought about this morning, and I think for all purposes, both at home and here, instead of your neck looking up at me, it's almost better to work from a side view. So we're going to turn the chair so that the seat is facing the right. So everybody's chair will look just like mine at home as well. So it's going to look just like this. You're going to stand to face the seat. So just walk yourself around like that. Oh, that looked like a musical chair. That was fun. That was fun. I saw everybody running around there. It was really good. So all 10 toes are facing the seat of your chair. The only thing it's a little bit hard for is the people in the back row closest to the wall, but we've done this before, and if not, you can hear my cues. Let's start with the hands on the hips, and just step your left foot back, just a short stance. So the feet are not in tightrope, they're not one behind another, they're like railroads. Nice, everyone. All 10 toes are facing the seat of the chair. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, take a flat back over the seat of your chair. So we're just bringing the spine down to be parallel with the chair. And then lower your hands to the seat of the chair. Now press into the palms, lengthen the arms, and see if you can create a beautiful flat back here. Right now, we're all different heights here. You could be on fingertips. You might be totally on your palms with a little bit of a bend in your elbow. So we're right here in a pyramid pose. Now take your hands to your hips, keep your back where it is, and then inhale, come up. Keep your right hand on your hip, lift your left arm. We're going to take it to the right side of the chair for a twist, down to the seat of the chair. So right hand comes to the right edge, right hand comes to the, left hand comes to the right edge of the chair, excuse me. And we've got this beautiful twist here. So your right shoulder is coming upward, and you have an option to lift the arm if you'd like. You don't have to, you can keep it on your hip. We're going to breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Take that right hand down to meet the left, walk them center, and step your left foot in. Now bend your knees here and straighten the legs. One more, bend and straighten. Walk your hands to your hips. Once again, we have that beautiful flat back hovering over the chair, and inhale, come up. Let's step the right foot back, short, wide stance, railroad track, all toes facing the chair. Left hand stays on the hip. Right arm comes up, and take it to the left side of your chair. Beautiful twist here. Take the palm down, you can be on your knuckles, and then maybe rolling your left shoulder up and lifting the arm for a beautiful twist. One more breath. And as you exhale, lower that hand, walk both hands to center, keep the legs where they are. You're looking for that pyramid again. Press into your palms, find your flat back. Let's take another breath here. And then bend the elbows slightly, step that right foot in to meet your left. Knees are bent, knees are straight. Walk your hands to your hips and roll on up. Pedal out the feet. Now separate the feet about hip width apart. Keep them close to the chair, right where they are. Just hip width, not as wide as your chair. Step them in a little, you don't want them that wide. Your hips aren't as wide as you're thinking. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float the hands down to the chair. Now keep the right hand where it is, bend the right knee, lift the left arm up. We're gonna reverse that now. Lower the left hand, bend the left knee, bring the right arm up. Let's take this 2 more times each side. Right bends and plants, left lifts. Left lowers and bends, right lifts. And we have one more beautiful, gentle flow here. Find your way in and out. No need to rush. No need to be at the same pace as anyone else. And then come back to center. Press into your palms, get that long, flat back again. Gently bend your knees, walk your hands to your hips, and come on up. Pedal out the feet. And then let's turn the chair to its regular way, facing the front of the chair. And we'll take one more standing pose before we come to sit. So come to stand in front of your chair. We're going to keep the left leg where it is and just get that right leg nice and wide and open. So we're in a big V here. Now turn your left toes to face your side wall and your back toes 45 degrees. So they're not coming all the way around. Arms come out into a T. We're going to work on triangle pose. So the left fingertips are going to come down to the chair as the right fingertips reach up. Nice. And notice where your chest is. You want your chest towards the front of the room rather than down. So think about opening up. Sometimes a block is good if your legs are very long, your arms won't hit the seat of your chair. And then come back up. Take your hands to your hips, turn the toes to face me. I'm going to hop that right leg back into the left. Shake it out. Make sure you're in the middle of your chair once again. I'm going to step the left leg wide. Right toes going to turn to the wall. Left toes, back toes, just 45 degrees angle. And both legs stay straight here. Let's take that right arm down and left arm up in a beautiful triangle. If you can get to your chair, you can open your left shoulder. Everybody looks fabulous. Well, experts in this room. And then inhale, come up to center. Take your hands to your hips. Turn your feet forward and a big hop in. Shake it out. And let's come to sit. I have a little bit more leg work, body work, and then we'll come to our resting Shavasana. So sitting up tall again, we're going to cross the right leg over the left. If that's not happening, remember you can cross the ankle, you can place a block under your foot, otherwise we're sitting in a cross-legged position. Arms come into a T, right arm under left, and take eagle or genie. Genie is where you put your hands on your shoulders, so whatever feels better to you. And take a moment here to notice where your elbows are. I'm going to go to eagle for now, just to show you where the elbows should be. Think about bringing them up a little higher. So even if you're in this genie shape, the elbows are up. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring your elbows down towards your thighs. I'm going to take that 2 more times, relieving the lower back and upper back. We did a lot of standing work today, we really did. Inhale. And exhale down. Now come back to center. Let's take a twist to the right. Come back to center. Take a twist to the left. Come back to center. Take the shirt off in a big wide X. And then take the hands out and wing them back. Lift your chest. Bring them to your heart. We're going to take that left elbow now towards the right thigh. A twist. Don't go too deep. We're starting to slow the practice down, so don't worry about hugging and really hooking. Just take it as a gentle twist. I'm going to take a few breaths here. If this is not allowing you to breathe, then back out a little bit. All right? You don't need to be as deep. You can stay lifted. And then inhale, rise through center. Release the hands, uncross the legs, and take it the other way. Arms come out to a T, left on the right, and take your genie or your eagle, whatever works for you. Take a look at your elbows, bring them up in line with your collarbone. And then we'll take that same inhale, gaze up toward the fingertips. And as you exhale, gaze down towards your elbows. So let your chin kind of work with you. And as you're doing this, think about slowing down and softening. Think about the breath being really slow and soft and gentle. Coming back through center, I'm going to take a gentle twist to the left. I'm not going too deep. Coming back to center and taking it to the right. Come back to center. A big X release here. Arms come out to the side. Press them back. Lift your chest. Reach them up and bring them into prayer. This time, right elbow comes down towards the left thigh. Nothing too bold. Chest is facing the windows in this room. If you're at home, they're facing toward the left. We have those 2 more soft, beautiful breaths. And make your way back to center. Release the hands, uncross the legs. And then take a moment to move yourself back. This time, we're going to use the support of the chair. Let your chest settle in. Bring your feet with you. Take your hands back to your thighs so they can really rest here. Close your eyes and move your shoulders away from your ears. Let them sink down towards your hips. Lick your lips and relax your jaw. Feel that space between the eyebrows softening, as though the eyebrows was sliding back towards your ears. And notice if you're gripping your eyelids really tight. Soften your entire face. And then relax the hips into the seat of the chair. Feel as though the thighs are almost rolling outward. Nothing is holding you there, but the support of the chair is keeping you grounded. Feel the softness in your fingertips against your thighs, just gently touching, no gripping, no holding, no pulling. And then relax the calves. Feel that softness coming down the back of your legs, into your ankles, over the tops of your feet, and expanding through each and every toe. There's a sense of letting go, sense of softness and stillness. Breathing in and out through the nose for our last yoga pose, Shavasana. And begin to deepen the breath. Invite gentle movement into your fingers and toes. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Take your hands back to your heart and revisit that intention you set for yourself when we started class today. Whatever that was, whatever you thought, whatever you said you were going to let go for the day, repeat it to yourself once more. May sun shine down upon you, may love fill your heart, and may your inner light guide you on your way. I thank you for the gift of your practice, the gift of your presence, and the gift of your spirit. Have a most glorious day and beautiful week ahead. Namaste.
Namaste.